Hello and welcome back to Daily Dose of Egyptian. Today we continue on with the tale of the Shipwrecked Sailor, columns 64 to 66. We begin. How F Zecheru Nebu Inefi Chesebej Ma'at Arek Su Chenet. Alright, so we have the very last of the description of the serpent, and it says, his body, or his flesh, was inlaid. If you see the W quail chick there, that's because this is the stative. So his flesh was inlaid in gold. His two eyebrows in real lapis lazuli. So with that second statement there, we have some interesting things to discuss. The first is that it's spelt in phi, but is actually just missing a second H, which has been omitted for some reason, probably orthographic. The second is that if you look at the hieroglyphic transcription, we have the een fish there. And in hieratic, it looks nothing like that. It looks like that. So when you see that hieratogram in the future, just be aware that that is, in fact, a fish. Now, there is some minor contention about the reading of this sign here, or this hieratogram here, given by Allen as an eyebrow with dual strokes. However, this is actually wrong, and it seems that this transcription goes back quite a ways to one scholar making an error and then everyone copying him. And so there's a paper from 2015, which I'll have in the description, by a Japanese professor named Nagai, who actually analyzes this sign, and it's really quite clear that this is not, in fact, an eyebrow with dual strokes, but rather is just the normal sign for hair, which looks something like that. So there's not dual strokes, it's actually hair instead of an eyebrow. So it's inech, and then we have we omitted as well, phi. And then real lapis lazuli, we have this ma'at here, because chesebej is used as just a general term for blue in Egyptian. And so it's making clear that this is actual lapis lazuli and not faience, blue faience, or anything else like that. It's a really very ornate snake. Lapis lazuli, of course, is also very expensive because it's imported into Egypt all the way from Afghanistan. So really quite choice material. And now we have, following this clause, we have an adjectival sentence with arek here as the predicate being a passive participle. So arek literally meaning sort of being bent up or being raised, something like that. And it also has the determinative here of a sort of document, and that's just because arek also means sort of a papyrus scroll or an administrative document or a letter, something like that. So it's another case of sort of a determinative added because this is a commonly written group in a totally different setting with a totally different meaning. So we have him being bent up at the front or at the fore. So the snake is essentially ready to strike. You can imagine that the snake, having just come before the sailor, is now bent up, and cobras and other Egyptian snakes, when they rear up like that, they're about to strike. So this is actually quite a tense moment in the story.